What's cracking, Jump Nation family? It's your boy here, Rushy S, aka the Jump Rope Coach. Welcome back to the home of jump rope fitness and lifestyle people. Today we have another fire jump rope tutorial for you. Now, today I'm going to be teaching you how to get quicker hand speed. Okay, now on this channel, if you're an OG follower, you always hear me saying stuff like you don't need to go too fast. It's all about the timing, it's all about the balance to get your speed. But this drill or this move today is quite a cool one, and actually it's a really good test of how quick you can fire these wrists. And it is, of course, the Southpaw Triple Under. Okay, now I've done a Southpaw Double Under tutorial before. It's called a Southpaw if you're kind of wondering why is it called a Southpaw. The Southpaw is basically an invention or a kind of name that I created based off the Southpaw film with Jake Gyllenhaal, where I saw him doing this move for the first time kind of thing. And then we jumped online in 2018. We called it the Southpaw, and it's just now the Southpaw. But if you have never seen the Southpaw Double Under, this is the move that should kind of give you an understanding. Southpaw Double Under. And then if you're just kind of just doing it with boxer step, you can just also do it with a boxer step. Essentially, we're just kind of going side open, side open. So yeah, a lot of people do still call it the side open. It probably is called the side open, but we made it popular with the Southpaw. So listen, I'm going to teach you today how to do the triple under version of this move. And also, it's a really good drill to try and give you guys a lot more feel in having looser wrists and having more snappier wrists, which I also really think is important for other moves, okay? So more advanced stuff that you've seen as well on this channel, or if you go back and you're trying to figure out kind of different moves here and there, I always talk about loose wrists and snapping of the wrist. So okay, here we go. Triple under Southpaw now, right? So you know this is the double. We're not gonna spend too much time on that one. Go check out my many tutorials of this move. With the triple under version, guys, what we're trying to do is we're trying to jump on this first side swing that comes to the side. Here, when we're in midair now, we're gonna unleash these wrists and we're gonna try and do 2 revolutions, just like this, and hopefully make it clean. Those are a little bit frisky, rusty. Frisky, rusty? Those are rusty a little bit for my liking, but here we go. Just get warm now. See, a little bit off balance. We don't want that. Okay, I like that. So, what's going on? I tried to do that whilst talking, it never works. But listen, we're gonna freestyle this video. We're gonna just make it right for you, all right? I'm gonna share my thoughts quickly and easily. So, with this move, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the leap action, we're trying to get the jump action right, which means you have to jump at a very specific height. You don't want to be jumping where your knees are crashing down or like flexing so that your feet are crashing down. You want to take off in a manner which allows your body to remain as straight as possible. Your legs need to be nice and straight. We take off, we feel like your toes are facing the floor. Your heels are higher than your toes. That's the kind of feeling you want. Might not kind of look like that, but if we get that action, taking off, keep our legs nice and straight, that will give us the optimal jump. Then what's going to happen is we need to fire these wrists. Like I said, it's quite a good action to understand loose wrists and really soft kind of grip. Okay, so when I talk about grip, and I talk about it a lot, we just do not want to have tense forearms. If you have tense forearms, especially for this move is killed, it's dead, right? You're not going to get this rope around you. You've got to feel like you can move this rope or grip this rope with only 2 fingers on the rope. Like that's the kind of softness on how I grip this rope. And the reason why that helps is because as the rope comes around me for the first time, for that first action, I'm in midair, I need to really let these wrists fire. And the only way they can fire is if they're kind of loose, supple, if that's the right word to use. I never use that word in a sentence, but you don't want to feel like the whole arm is sort of jamming this rope around, because this is what's going to happen. You see? I mean, I cleared it somehow, but I was off balance. It just makes you all off balance and you don't get the right speed you need. And if you don't get the right speed, you're going to trip. You're going to do silly things with your body. It's going to look awkward, and we don't want that. We want you guys to look slick. So, wrist drill, wrist speed drill. This is what this whole video is about. Now, as you're in midair, all I want you to feel, peeps, is I want you to feel like you're flicking this rope out in front, all right? So as I come to doing this first action, as my right hand, because I come and start this move from the left side here, as my right arm brings the rope across my body, all I'm feeling is that I'm just throwing this rope right in front of me. That's a good feel to have. Nice loose grip action. We're just throwing the rope out in front, take off, okay? And that is what's gonna get you that speed. You wanna hear the swoosh or the whips of the rope going around, and you should be able to then clear it just in time to make that triple work. So it's just, you know, it feels easy for me now. Now I'm a little bit warmed up. The first earlier ones were a little bit, yeah, like I said, rusty. But I just want you all to get the idea that if you practice this move, you want to get to a certain height in your jumps that feel comfortable. Not everyone can take off like I do, right? I know that a lot of people struggle with hang time, and hang time is just a feeling that when you jump, the weight comes off our body, right? As if we were kind of going for a jump shot in basketball. We want to try and stay in the air for as long as possible, or if we're going for like a header in football, it's like that, okay? They never jump with knees flexing or come down crashing, right? You've got to be really nice and nimble with your feet, always on the balls of our feet, and then that way we can really fling the rope around you, okay? The last point quickly, peeps, as I close out this video, because I just want this as a demonstration for you to really practice it, drill it, is your arm positioning. Now, if you're someone who throws this rope out now and your arms go way past to the side of your body here, right? Again, can't generate the speed with your arms. It's all in the wrist. So that is why the kind of RA method, the kind of methodology that I've always sort of taught over the years, to try and keep your wrist as close as possible, your elbows up, facing back, is for me the more optimal one, because if your hand position is really low here, let's say I've got a shorter rope, right? Pretend I've got a short rope, hand position's here. As I come to doing this, it's always gonna make me bend forward, right? It's so hard to get this move done, making it look slick when you've got your hands really low or your hands really wide. So just try and keep that in mind. So when you come to opening the rope now, the wrists are nice and close, and that way we can throw it out and complete this move nice and easily. It's all in the wrist. And that's why I just wanted to make this video. It's gonna be hopefully a quickish kind of one. I talked a lot through the demonstration, of course, but it's just me putting my thoughts out there, trying to get you guys looking better with your ropes, doing more things, more advanced things, making your cardio a lot more fun. Spice it up a little bit, man, peeps. And also, don't forget, massive, massive, massive sale, the support you guys give me for the RE merch, for the ropes, for the accessories, everything else. It's a dream, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so grateful. And nothing would be possible if it wasn't for you behind that camera. So, peeps, I'll see you in the next one as usual. So until next time, take care of yourself, skip the treadmill, stay safe. Peace.
Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.